Afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Psychic Cafe Live. I'm Louise. Hi, I'm a psychic. I'm a mystical psychologist. I like to use my gift, which is a lifelong gift that I've had. But I've been using it professionally for the last 25 years plus to help people to heal themselves. And so let's do just that. Now, we are 2 days into the free course that I've got. On my website behealing.com you can sign up, and we're actually running it in a Facebook group, Psychic Cafe Club. And so if you'd like to sign up for that, it's about the 11/11 portal, which was yesterday when we started off. You can still sign up, it's not too late. You can get class 1 today and then class 2 later today and catch up with it. There's some prizes to be won, giveaways every single day. Patricia won the 1 question reading for joining in with the live this morning. There's a live every day from me as well for Q&A to go through all the coursework, which isn't much. It's only about 15 minutes a day, and so you're very welcome to join that if you'd like to. Now, for Psychic Cafe here, if you're not a subscriber already, you're not going to be able to chat with me. You need to be a subscriber for at least a minute in order to say something in the live chat. So let's pull some cards out for the collective. We have the Wheel of Fortune for starts. Hey, Stephanie. Wheel of Fortune is setting us off because the Wheel of Fortune is about fate. There is a co-creative collective consciousness, not just of humans, but of the whole universe, of all the beings in the universe, including Source, including everyone's higher selves, including other beings, galactic beings, all kinds of things. There's a collective. And it's kind of seen in astrology, I think. I'm not an astrologer, but that things go in cycles in the universe, hence the cogs of this Wheel of Fortune. Fate gets involved. It's not all about us, is what I'm trying to say. We're not just the only ones manifesting here. There's a big collective that are manifesting. 10 of Pentacles. So here we are on Earth trying to create something ourselves, and there's a bigger picture going on, is what the message is today for the collective. Let's just get one more card out. Page of Pentacles. So we're right at the start of something new. Right at the start of changing times. We can see that, right? Control structures are falling apart now. Yay! Down to the patriarchy. And then we're building something new. Page of Pentacles is just at the dreaming stage of it now. So it's not even the putting it together phase yet. We're just dreaming of it. And so if you have been having ideas of what you'd like to see in your world, and the changes that you'd like to see in your community or your line of business or in your family, in your friends group, or in the world, those ideas is what it's all about at the moment, because Page of Pentacles is about that. It's about the dreaming phase of it. It's about the ideas phase of it. And Pages also is about communication too, and so now is the time to be communicating your ideas with like-minded, like-spirited, like-souled people. We have a change in the wind, yin. So this is a change in the wind for the feminine energies. It's been long coming, hasn't it? It's long awaited, this change for the feminine energies. And I'm not just talking about women here, I'm just talking about feminine energies being valued equally with the masculine. So what we've got at the moment, even when they say, oh, we've got equality, or we can have equality if only we'd be men, that's what we've got at the moment. It's like, well, be men and then you'll be valued. But we don't want to be men, we want to be women and be valued as women, right? So women have had to develop their masculine side so much in order to be valued. And then we're like, now, hang on a minute, we don't want to even do this. What about the actual feminine being valued? So we've got this turnaround now, which change in the wind, which it's connected with fate, it's connected with way more than us. Well, we've got to remember, right, that Source is the one that's dreaming all of this. Dreamed me, dreamed Stephanie into being, and whoever else is watching as well. Say hello and tell me where you're watching from. Have you been here a long time, Stephanie? Have you been on my channel for a while? We've got growing beyond guilt. Whatever we've taken part in unconsciously, because we're going to have a lot of wake-ups now. I mean, there's people that are completely unconscious that are waking up now, but wake-ups happen at all kinds of levels. And you might have noticed yourself noticing especially women, but men too, noticing this disparity between the masculine and the feminine, and this like, hang on a minute, that's nothing like equality. That's saying like, there's dust on top of my, it's distracting me. Okay, it's like saying, oh, okay, animals of the pond get together. The birds are the important ones, and they can have all the food, and the birds and the fish say, but that's not fair. And the birds say, well, if you just fly, you could have some too. And the fish are like, but we don't fly, we're fish. And they're like, well, you want equality, can't have it both ways, right? It's stuff like that, and we're realizing it now. Both men and women are realizing it now. And the guilt part of it is where we have gone along with it, unconsciously gone along with that. Oh, you found me through Serious Joy. Cool. I haven't seen Christopher's stuff for a while. It's been a few years now. Yeah, it's been a few years for me watching him as well. I started watching him. He was doing, but I think he does it often, the heart opening thing. You know when he does that? Hey, Joey. Oh, well, welcome, Stephanie. That's cool. So, yeah, we've got to just absolve ourselves of all the guilt that we've got for going along with anything that we've gone through while we were unconscious about it. It's divine timing now that we become conscious of these things. So let's get some of these cards and see what else is the message for the collective today. So yeah, I've got a free 5-day class going on at the moment. You're very welcome to join it. The comment with it in is right there. I'll just pin it at the top. And so it's a portal zone. It's a class, a 5-day class. You'll only need 15 minutes a day, unless you want to come live with me as well. Then maybe you'll need like 30 minutes a day to do it. For the next 5 days, started yesterday for the 1111 portal. But it's something that I'm going to be running again. Next time I'm going to run it so the 5th day is on the portal. But my guides only gave me this 4 days ago. And so I've been working so hard to put the program together to get it out on 1111. Next time I'll be more organized. It's a bit on the fly, this one. So you're very welcome to sign up to that today. You can catch up. We've only done one class so far. Class 2 is going out this afternoon in a couple of hours time. And it's all very simple. I've made it very simple and powerful. 5-step process every single day. A short 3-minute video that you watch with instruction in it. And you pull a card for yourself. And then a meditation, a guided meditation, which is 10 minutes that I supply to you. And then an activation that I supply to you. And then you share with the group your card and what you got from it. And so I called it Psychic Portal Zone because it is activating your psychic powers to find out what this portal is for you, what your higher self wants from you. Now we've got some cards out. More cards. We've got the Judge. We've got the Shadow. Judging our shadow. Right. So shadow stuff comes out. What's the shadow stuff? It's anything that makes us feel a negative emotion or anything that we're judging in ourselves or in other people. The things that we think are not okay in the world that are really okay. This is a hard one to wrap your head around, duality. We've got duality on the earth plane because it makes it a very interesting, dramatic place where we can learn the very most. And so what the likes of you and I might think of as wrong isn't wrong at all, but it's a chance to learn. And that can be really hard to get your head around, especially when like there's people on this planet doing a lot of harm to a lot of people. You know, wanting to control and wanting to destroy the place. To see the perfection in that. Oh, the sky's falling in. Oh, really? What's going on for you, Joey? It's turning around for me. I moved into this place 4 weeks ago today. I can't believe it's been so long already. After being evicted from my last place. And I had no money and I had nowhere to go. And then, of course, in the last few days, it all got sorted out. And that's what it was like, but I needed to surrender. It was all about surrender for me, to allowing people to help me. I'm always the one that helps everyone else. I'm always the one that's okay, and I'm here for everyone else, helping them. And it was my turn to receive. And I'd got the message over and over and over again to receive. And you know what I was doing? I was saying, well, come on then, guides. Give me the money. Give me the money so I can continue doing it all myself. Oh, yeah. And I realized I was kind of, trying to get the help through the back door kind of thing. Yeah. Help me out, to give me the money so that I can continue doing it myself. And guides are like, not this time, Claire. Not this time. And so I got to the point of just like feeling broken, feeling defeated. And yeah, and I had to turn to my friends. There's nothing else that I could do but turn to my friends. Like, I need help. I'm not okay. And they all rallied round and got this place. And when they did rally round, then I was like, okay, I can't move to this place with a whole load of the stuff that I had. I sold that, and it gave me the rent for the first 2 months here. So it all got sorted out super, super quickly. And I said to my guides, look, if this is where I'm meant to go, meaning this place, then have my stuff sell. And you know what? I put everything up for sale, like even things that I use, because I was in panic mode. And it's only the things that I didn't need that sold. And they sold straight away, like within 24 hours. And so it all worked out, but I had to get to that vulnerable place. Now, I've been giving client sessions. I do Zoom calls, readings and energy healings, whatever's required, from my website, behealing.com. And the ones recently, it's people going through really similar stuff, being forced into situations where it's like, you can't sidestep this lesson anymore. You have to let go. You have to let go and actually, it's like get to the depths. And that's what I'm getting from this shadow and the judge. It's like what we're judging as wrong, the shadow, we've just got to embrace it. It's not saying that we want more of that. It's not saying that we think it's okay. We've still got a choice in it. We can still be good people, and we can still not like those things going on in the world or in ourselves or in our lives. But if we accept it and embrace it, this is part of the duality, and it's a great learning lesson for me, then we open the gateways to the lessons. The eternal child, and then the sword, we get to cut out the darkness. So when we're running against the darkness, when we're like, I don't like this and I don't want this, and I'm going to manifest something else and I'm going to try and ignore it, or however we're trying to deal with it, the universe now is like, no, you're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to do that stuff anymore. Yeah. Oh, bravery. Whew. It was horrible. I got to the point where I was like, I don't even care if I wake up tomorrow morning. That's how low I got. I'm like, the universe stopped working. It's not helping me out anymore. I was at rock bottom. Yeah, but now it's all good. Now it's all good. Like, now I'm on the bounce back. So Joey, I hope the bounce back comes to you soon. But yeah, you've got to go there. You've got to go to the places that you don't want to go at the moment. And I'm seeing it over and over again with my clients. Wow. Okay. Who would like a card? I'm going to get some cards out for you guys. I want to get the manifesting cards out. I'm getting a manifesting card out for myself each day, and it's wonderful. I started this new practice yesterday of writing down exactly the amount of money that I want, and in a very specific way, and then putting down all the money that comes in, and suddenly like a load of money is coming in for me to write down. And then the card that I pulled out, look at this, for yesterday, was count your blessings, and it's exactly what I've been doing. I've been counting my blessings. So let's get you one of these cards out. A manifestation card. Who wants one? I'm not doing the one question readings in here anymore, just because that's a paid offering that I've got on my website, and so I don't want to be giving away free what I make, what pays my rent, Stephanie, would you like one? Stephanie, okay, you got 2. Choose happiness now. Choose it now. Resistance blocks your desires from coming to you. You create resistance in yourself by feeling anxious or worried about receiving what you want. You'll melt away those negative feelings that are causing resistance and blocking delivery when you find a way to feel happy now before receiving your desire. Well, to me, this is more about the work of making it okay for us to ask for what it is that we want. Okay, so when I was a kid, and it was birthdays or Christmas, it would be very disappointing. I would have, made a list of the stuff that I wanted, but my parents were frugal, and that meant they would kind of get me sometimes some of the things that I wanted, but I can laugh about it now, but it was deeply hurtful at the time. They would get the stuff that was, when there's like, say it's an appliance, like a clock radio. This is an actual example. I wanted a clock radio. So what did they do? They went to the shop and they got the display one, because it was so much cheaper than the rest. But it didn't come with a box and it didn't come with any instructions. And I never found out how to work that fucking thing. I never found out how to, they might as well have just got me nothing. Then at a time that I really wanted a guitar, they got me a guitar. They got one that was on special because the bag was broken. The zip was broken on the bag. And so it physically hurt me to get the fucking thing open every time I wanted to use it. I would have to slide the zip along. These were the kind of, that was when I got the stuff that I'd asked for, that was the shit that I got. So it was like constant disappointment. And years ago, my guides said to me, I was running this program for people to heal themselves, Can't remember what it was now. But one of the questions in it was, what is your predominant vibration? What emotion do you predominantly feel? And for me, it was disappointment. Disappointment. It's just been over and over and over and over and over. Hey, Sandy, over again. And you know what? I realized yesterday, is when I ask for what it is that I want, like the money that I want to make or whatever, or not even make, that I want to come in, I am kind of not really asking for what I want, because if I ask what I want and I don't get it, then I'm going to be disappointed. It's like I've got this eternal fear of disappointment now, so much so that I will disappoint myself all the time. I'll ask for disappointing things, or I won't ask for what I want, just so that I'm just mildly disappointed all the time instead of one big disappointment. It was very good to realize that, because I'm like, disappointment's not that bad. And I'd rather get the chance of asking for what I want. I don't have myself around people like that anymore, that won't do a thing for me. Don't have myself around people like that anymore. And so I'm feeling like it's a similar kind of thing for you here, Stephanie. You struggle with asking for what you want. Things you need. Yeah. Your needs always work out, but not your wants. So you're not asking for what you want then. You're not giving yourself permission. You're not giving yourself permission to ask for what you want either. I hadn't either. And so that was mine. But ask yourself why, what is it? What's the story there? What's the old story for you with that? Second card might give you a clue. You have the power to bring peace on earth, no less. You specifically. Why aren't you doing it already? We're at war. No, I'm kidding. The world will change and our planet will change, and each human being changes inside. As each human being changes inside. My eyes are terrible. I need reading glasses, really. I've got some, they're right there. I just don't want to put them on. One human being inspires many others, and many others inspire thousands, and thousands inspire millions. The millions inspire billions, and that is how we bring peace and harmony to planet Earth. Too many people have needs, but that doesn't mean that we need to join them and be in the needy ones that don't get our needs met. That it's no good for anyone. It's like saying loads of people are sick, so I shouldn't choose health. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. So, what is it? What is it with you, Stephanie? If you need help with that, book yourself in on behealing.com. I'd like to get to the bottom of that with you. Okay, who else wants one? Sandy, do you want one? Joey, do you want one? You still here, Joey? Joey next. Let's get a card out. Oh, let's get a card out for me first. And then whoever else is here, please put your request in and I'll pull you a card. Okay, what do I need to know? Yesterday I was counting my blessings and it's really working. I'll tell you, it's really working. And just that, it just unlocks something in me, you know, when I'm like, oh, I can ask for what I want and it's okay. Because I had this thing, right? It's like, how much money do I want? Well, really, I want $20,000 to pay off all my debt. And then I'm like, that's hardly likely to happen, you know. So then I put it really down. I put it down to 1,000. It's like, oh, that's kind of easy for me to do, 1,000. And I'm like, what am I doing? I need to ask for what I want. And I'm like, okay, let's 5,000 in the next 5 days. That's possible, and it's outside of my usual, but it's what I want, right? It's what I want. And yeah, just dealing with that whole old story about, should I ask for it, or am I going to be disappointed again? Because it's not about disappointment. It's not about disappointment. For me, what's really behind that is feeling unloved. That's what's really behind it. That's the biggie for me. Be aware of your power is my card. Whenever you think of it, bring yourself back to the awareness of now. Do it hundreds of times each day. Remember, all your power is in your awareness of your power. Cool. That's my card. I'll leave it out on the side so that I'll read it a couple of times in the day. Sandy! Oh. Sandy, you've got 2. You've got change your thoughts, change your future. At the end of every day, before you go to sleep, think through the events of the day. If any events or moments didn't go the way you wanted, replay them in your mind the way you wanted them to go. Oh, cool. I like that. You've now completely changed your future and your past too. So, time is cyclical, right? It's very hard to get our heads around this. But time is cyclical, which is how the past can change. So you know the Mandela effect, where the past actually changes, and you can look it up, and things that a lot of people knew to be true, like that Nelson Mandela died when he was in prison, but then he didn't. Then he was still alive. There's other things too that we're sure was true in the past, and it was. There's another one as well that's about the name of a book, and the name of that book changed. Anyway, we actually do change the past. It's weird because time is cyclical. We're going around in circles. We're not just going around in circles because we're not getting our lessons. We're literally going around in circles. I know all of us have been playing this game for a long time. We've been playing different parts. Sometimes we've been the angels, sometimes we've been the guides, sometimes we've been the ones incarnate here. We've been the mother, we've been the father, we've been the child, we've been the daughter, we've been the son. We've been the protagonist. We've been all of it, and we've been playing this game over and over again. Wild, isn't it? But yeah, change your thoughts, change your future. Replay it, rewrite it how you want it. And also, Sandy, have faith. Fear is putting your trust in the bad. Fear is putting your trust in the bad. Faith is trusting in the good. It is all for us. And remember that card of mine about power, our power. We really do have the power. But here's the thing. It's like our thoughts and our feelings. Our thoughts are the electrical energy, our feelings are the magnetic energy, and we are so powerful. Like, did you see my podcast episode about the power of the body, the human body? It is the highest technology in the universe. Our human body is the highest technology in the universe. And we're putting our faith in just lesser technology that's made by man that doesn't do even a fraction of what our human body does. We've got to know that, right? And got to know all of these powers that we've got. But the confusing thing is, we're like, well, I've been focusing on things that I want and then I don't get it. And they're like, well, yeah, this is the nuanced part of it. It's like you've got to do it cleanly, and you've got to know what all of the stuff in the way is and remove that out of the way. That's why I've been into healing so much. It's all about that. It's removing all of that stuff out of the way so we can get to our power, our true power. And we don't have faith, do we? Because it's like, well, it didn't work out before. And I tried really hard. And it's like, yeah, but there was something in the way. There was something in the way. We are so powerful. So yeah, if you didn't catch my podcast episode about that, watch it. It's here on YouTube and Apple, everywhere. It was 2 weeks ago. Or a week and a half ago. Not only do we have these superpowers of our focus and our emotions to power them, our body is a self-healing thing. Not only is it a self-healing thing, it's adaptable to any environment. If we start doing something new, within a couple of weeks, our body was completely adapted to it. If we start eating less, it'll adapt to it. If we start eating more, it'll adapt to it. If we start picking up weights, it'll adapt to it. If we get really lazy and sit on the lounge, it'll adapt to that too. It's incredible. But not only that, we've got access to source with it. We're like an antenna and a receiver too. But not only that, we've got unlimited potential. We can evolve to, and I'm getting goosebumps with this, we can evolve to having even more and even more and even more powers and skills that we haven't even become aware of yet. So we've got unlimited potential of evolution within these bodies that we already have right now. And that's us thinking, oh, AI is good, isn't it? No, it's shit. It can't even do what our minds can do. Never mind any of the rest of it. It doesn't have the emotions to put behind it. It can't manifest. It doesn't have the connection with source. It doesn't have that. It just mimics how we might talk. And so that's a fraction of just one of the things that the human body does. So we're the powerful ones, and it's our attention that is so powerful, our focus and our attention that's so powerful, which is why it's traded now. Our attention is being traded. Our attention is what's valuable, and it's what's being sold and bought by other people. So let's not do that, hey? Let's not do that. Anyone else want a card? Cool messages today. Stephanie, so I hope you turn that around. Come and join our thingy. Our thingy. It started yesterday, but you're very welcome to join now. It's running in my Facebook group. And yeah, if you sign up on that link there, behealing.com portal, it'll help you. It'll help you with all of this stuff. Just a 5-day program. You only need 15 minutes a day to do it. And yeah, you can win cool prizes as well in the Facebook group if you share what you've found each day. And if you come along to the live, then you get to win those prizes. Patricia won the 1-question reading today. Day 1, class 1 is a 1-question reading worth 29 Australian dollars. Day 2, you can win, which will be tomorrow morning for me, a mini private energy healing worth 49 Australian dollars. And day 3, a private reading worth $70. That's a 15-minute Zoom call with me. Day 4, you can win a private reading worth 111 Australian dollars, which is a 30-minute Zoom call with me. Day 5, you can win a private reading worth 150 Australian dollars. So it's well worth sticking with it. I mean, it's powerful anyway. This program is powerful anyway. It's worth sticking with it. But apparently people need more incentives to do anything these days. Because I've got to pay for your attention, because that's what's going on these days. What's wrong with your love life? I don't know. But let's get you a card out. A manifestation card. MKJ B67. Gratitude is the fast track to manifestation. Yeah, so I would say that the answer to your question would be you've been negatively focused on it. You've been negatively focused on your love life with a lot of people. I have been too. Like, I'm not even trying to date, but I've just got this story running in my head, and I see reels about it and all posts about it and stuff like that, of like that it's terrible out there. Like last time I did try and date, it was terrible out there. And so I'm like, I don't need to think about that stuff. I'm not even trying to date. I don't need that negativity, you know. I've got great people around me. And I really enjoy my friendships and all of that. So what if there's not a romantic relationship for me yet? There was a fling a few months ago, and that was great. Gratitude is the fast track to manifestation. To massively accelerate manifestation, incorporate gratitude into the 3-step creation process of ask, believe, and receive. When doing the first step of the creation process, write down what you want, but begin each sentence with these powerful words. I'm so happy and grateful now that... Well, with regards to relationships, it's just... we've got to stop focusing on the stuff that we don't want, whether we're in a relationship or not. When we start a relationship with anyone, when we meet anyone, we tend to see all the positives about them, and we've got this positive mindset, and like, they're great, aren't they? And then we become complacent, our mind gets sloppy, and we stop the gratitude thing. We stop to focus on the positives, and we start to notice the negatives, and it sends us in a tailspin. I can't speak. It sends us in a tailspin. And we get really negative. We forget to notice all those things that we like about the person, and then it absolutely turns to shit. Of course it turns to shit. Of course it does. Just like money. My money turns to shit as well when I stop being grateful for it. When I'm operating from lack, when I'm like, something comes in, it's like, but it's not enough. Right? Nothing can thrive in an environment like that. Imagine your partner doing something for you and you're like, it's not enough. Relationships can't be good like that. So we do have to get on that positive mindset. But there is so much garbage out there. There is so much negativity out there. It sells. All algorithms are pointing at the negative stuff because it reels us in. It's like our attention is being bought and sold, but it's they're playing on our addiction to that negative bias stuff, because our subconscious minds are negatively biased because they're there to protect us. And so when we're unconscious, when we're just in autopilot mode, it's our subconscious mind that goes, oh, look at this shit, click on it and read all the comments. It's terrible, isn't it? You know, that's our subconscious mind that's running us. Can't do that. We've got to become conscious, become present, and move away from those things that are hijacking our attention like that to the negative, and become the masters of our mind so that we can have that positive bias again. Because our conscious mind and our superconscious mind have got a positive bias. Our nervous system and our subconscious mind have got a negative bias. That's because they're here to save our lives. We cannot let the subconscious mind run us. It's just here to save our life. It is negatively biased. It's looking for all the trouble. And it's making out that email from the boss is trouble that's going to like end your life. Because it doesn't know any better, right? And so it looks for any amount of trouble that it can, and it points it out. And so it is your subconscious mind, when you're scrolling, that goes, look at that shit, look at that shit. Look at that shit that confirms that shit that you've been thinking, you know. And everything in like mainstream Western world is trying to get us all to be subconscious idiots like that. It's not easy. It's not easy at all to detach ourselves from it. But we need to do it. We need to do it. Like, we really need to become conscious. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyone else want a card, or is it just... No, I think we're done now. So yeah, do sign up for my class. We'll get you going on that. Class 1 has already been and gone, but I'll send it out to you if you sign up. And Class 2 will be going out in a couple of hours. Class 2 is going out in a couple of hours. I'll send that out. But now I'm going to record 3 week ahead readings for my YouTube channel. Has almost dry now, so I can do that. How do you retrain your subconscious? Bless you. Meditation. Focus, just focusing on things, on what you want to focus. Having more like self-discipline, so you could have like a spiritual practice or a practice of mindfulness, not scrolling all the time, just doing things without any screen in front of you, doing one thing at a time. That helps you to train to be conscious. You can't train your subconscious. Your subconscious is always going to be negatively biased. But what we can do is train our conscious mind to be more in charge. Meditation allows you to listen to the subconscious mind, to put it in its place. And then you can say, thank you, subconscious, for trying to protect me from the boss's email and from all of that stuff online. But it's okay. Thank you. But I've got this now. It's doing a very good job. Our subconscious mind are doing a very good job of trying to keep us alive. I don't think we can retrain the subconscious. We can put it in its place. It's always going to be there, but we don't have to let it run the show. What we're actually doing is training the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the one that's present, right? It's the observer, we get to think something, we decide to think something. That's the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is the one that chirps in all the time, the autopilot one. That's just always going to be there. Like, without that, we would be dysfunctional, catatonic. We need a subconscious mind, and it's there to protect us. It does a great job, but it's just like overkill now. And unfortunately, most of us do go on autopilot way too much, myself included. And so I've got to, keep on reminding myself. Like, sometimes I throw my phone away from me when I realize that I got sucked into it again. I go on social media to do my work stuff, and then I find myself scrolling, and I'm like, I didn't even post what I came on my phone to post. It's terrible. Dawn, hello. Let's get you a card out. Manifestation card for Dawn, please. There we go. Dawn, think before you act is the one that you've got. Make it a daily habit to determine the outcome of every event in your life through your thoughts. Set the universal forces ahead of you in everything you do and everywhere you go by thinking the way you want something to go in advance. Then you're creating your life intentionally. In other words, ask for what you want from whatever it is that you're going to do. Sometimes we just do something and we think, and we just leave it up to the universe to come up with whatever results it wants, instead of going, I'm doing this now in order to get these results. We've got to ask, you see. We've got free will. We've got to ask. We've got to ask for help. Our guides can't help us until we ask for help. When you ask me for a card, what you're really doing is you're asking your higher self to contact me for me to give you information. And if we ask for what it is that we want before we do something, so before you go to work, ask for what it is that you want. All right, I'm going to work today. I want praise from my boss, and I want a bonus, and I want this, and I want, whatever it is that you want. Ask for it before. Get intentional about it. We need to do that. Because if you don't ask, you just get whatever. And I'm not necessarily saying ask people. You don't go into work and ask, hey boss, I want praise from you, I want a bonus. It's not necessary to do that. We can do it energetically. We can ask it from the universe, and then the universe will move things around so that you do get the stuff that you want. Hey Vicky. Vicky, you're in the portal. Hey, in the psychic portal zone, aren't you? Would you like a card, Vicky? Tell everyone how it's going. And you got problems at work. There you go. Always ask before I believe that you have a good day. Okay, ask for even more than that. Get more specific than that. If you're having problems at work as well, then you might want to imagine yourself in a job like working with amazing people where you're just having the best time. I do this business by myself, but I also help manage a gym here on the island, and it's so much fun. There's like 9 investors in it, and so there's like 1,000,001 bosses, but they're not bosses. We all just work together, and it is just so much fun, the stuff that we do together. No one gets paid for it. Like, we've got a couple of staff that do get paid, but we put these events on, we have a great time, and we share, like we all drink for free and eat for free there and stuff. So it's not like we get nothing for it, but we all just do it together, and it's just so much fun. It is just so much fun. And so I've had that experience of working where it's just great. It's just great. It's a co-creation. Everyone's got skin in the game. Everyone wants it to be a success and really good, and it is. And it's so much fun. And yeah, so if you want to be working in conditions like that, then imagine it. This is why I share my stories, It's the only reason that I've got the life that I've got, and it has got challenges in it. I live on a tropical island, and I do have such an incredible life, and I've got amazing people around me. I get to do this beautiful work that I love doing, and at the gym that I love doing too. It's great. I've got a great life. And it's through me making courageous decisions every step of the way to give myself the best, to allow myself the best, And yeah, part of it, as your card said, has been to I shuffle the card back in, but yeah, to think ahead of what it is that I want, right? So when I set up my business, I wanted it to like revolve around me, not in like a narcissistic way, but I didn't want to have to work when I had no energy to work. I didn't, like, before I was menopausal, I didn't want to have to work, when I was menstrual, when I'm in low energy and I just need to nurture myself. So I didn't want it to be like that masculine structure of 9 to 5 and 5 days a week and just rigid like that. I wanted it to flow with me. And so everything that I set up was around that, so that I could do things in my own time and flow with myself like that. And then, and I had a shop, which was a bit rigid for me to have to go there certain days of the week because I was sharing the shop with another practitioner, and when I started working from home, of course, I changed my business so it was more flowing with me. And then it was like, well, now I don't even need to be at home, like I could be anywhere, so what would I like to do now? And my answer in my heart was, to be on the ocean and to be sailing around and all of that kind of thing. And so then I moved on to a yacht and ran my business from there, and then onto an island from there. And then I'm like, oh, I really like islands. I really like islands a lot. But then, then I was like, I wanted to be around more people that were like me emotionally. And when I came here, just traveling around, when I came here to this island and like met Thai people, I'm like, they're like me. There's something about the Buddhist way that Thai people are, that they're very like me. And so, yeah, here I am having this happy existence on this island. It's great. And so it is like that. It's just about making good decisions for yourself again and again. Stephanie, you have to practice mindfulness. And with meditation, you start to tap into understanding the subconscious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and then the outdated programs, it can chirp in again, can't it? And the subconscious can say, watch out. But then we just go, I don't need to watch out. I'm okay. We don't need to believe it anymore. Okay, Vicky. Vicky, your card is on the table and has been for a while I've been nattering. Be grateful for all that you have. When you're grateful for the things you have, not only will you see those things increase, but you'll open the floodgates to everything you want and a life of true contentment and happiness. Let me put this another way. I've got a negative association with gratitude because my family said to me, be grateful for what you've got, meaning put up with shit. They also said, I want, never gets. They said a lot of negative programming to me. And so gratitude isn't it for me. Although I do use gratitude, but that path to it is not the way for me. I would rather, this is what works for me. If I notice and if I take note of the good stuff that's happening and dwell on that a little bit longer, that's my form of gratitude, right? So I just remind myself not to be grateful, but to take note of everything that comes in, the good things. And it is a gratitude practice. It's just like a different way around it, instead of like asking myself to be grateful. I also do a gratitude practice when I'm on the beach, just naturally, because I live on a tropical island and it's beautiful. And so I walk on the beach and I'm like, thank you for this island, thank you for my business, thank you for the gym, thank you for, it's just got so much to be thankful for. But for the things that aren't working in our lives, that's when we've got to be a little bit more on it, And so money, I don't enjoy focusing on money. And I'm doing it again now, and I'm writing it all down here. I've got a little notebook here, and I'm writing everything that comes in. Find 5 baht on the floor, it goes on here. And so yesterday was like, I got 100 baht for Christmas lights that I sold. I got 800 baht for ticket sales, but the fight night that was on Sunday night. I got $469.53 refund for my storage. That's all my stuff, my household full of stuff that was in storage, got auctioned off, and that was my refund back for it. Not very much for all of that, but that's okay. I'm grateful for that money back. 124.47 business income. What was that? Old something. Oh yeah, an old customer came back and she booked in, but I didn't get the money for that yet, but that's cool. Still put it down. And then all the people that signed up for my portal thing, I put that down too. So it's not even all money. It's just like, just taking note of these things that I would just like usually let go by, because my mindset would be thinking like, yeah, but I want more than that. It's not enough. And just by writing it down in my little book here, today, what have I got? Oh, yeah, I went to the gym this morning. They gave me 200 baht. I'd booked some people in the last few days. I got $144.44 through in my business already today, and I only just started going on today. And so that to me is a gratitude practice. The stuff that isn't working, I just take note of it, because as this card says, when you're grateful for the things you have, not only will you see those things increase, but you'll open the floodgates to everything you want. What we focus on grows. What we focus on positively. And so get a little pad like that, and then write the good things down as they come in. And, just to tick it off like that. It's cool, because that was really nice. That was an exercise in gratitude for me then. I'd forgotten some of the things that I'd written down yesterday. And so just taking notice of it and then reading it through again and going, oh, damn, yeah, I did get that. That's cool. That's really cool. Already the floodgates have opened. Or am I just noticing it? Or have they opened? No, they have. They have opened. I am getting more. And that's how you turn it around, like especially with money, because money is always my problem. Like I say, I don't want to focus on it. I want to focus on all the other great things that are going on in my life. I don't want to focus on money. I want to focus on my friends. I want to focus on the fun. I want to focus on like being creative in my work. But I have to force myself to focus on it, because it dwindles away when I don't. And so I'm gonna have to get myself like a new pad, maybe one of those, like those slimline pads, and just do it all the time. Just make a note of it all the time. The stuff that comes in, the good stuff that comes in. I'm just gonna have to do that. I'll find myself a beautiful pad online like that, so that I can just always have it and write those things down. It works. It works. That's how powerful our focus is. So anything you can do like that to keep yourself positively focused is a winner. Thanks everyone for coming along. Sign up for my class. Sign up for my class, and I'm going to make some videos now. So have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye.